This is all about high income traffic secrets. This is a masterclass put on by the Rhodes brothers. I'm John Rhodes, my brother Matt Rhodes, and I are the Rhodes brothers. And again, this is all about traffic. This is about making money. This is as close to a true masterclass as we could possibly put together and deliver to you. So, in the first session, we talked about starting with your why. Why do you want traffic? What is this traffic going to do for you? How is it going to change your life? What is the breakthrough that you're looking for with traffic? Very, very important to know your why. You're starting with the core, you're starting on the inside, and you're going to be working toward the outside. Now, in this second session, something very, very important is going to happen. I'm going to deliver to you in just a moment what matters, and that is a single word: automation. What is automation? It comes down to tools, it comes down to processes, it comes down to techniques, maybe a team, maybe reaching out to freelancers, but it is ultimately about automation, automatic activity, automatic work being done, automatic. It's like on autopilot. Not anything you have to worry about much more in terms of the hard work, the difficult work, the challenging work. There are always ways of automating what you're doing. Let me think about something here. Yes, okay, I just automated how I'm going to interact with you right here, right now. And what I mean is I have discovered a way in the last few seconds of how I'm going to communicate with you. I'm going to put words together in a way that you will understand. That's a process. That's literally automation. And also, another little piece of automation is, hi, this is John S. Rhodes of the Rhodes Brothers. Welcome to Greater Wealth Through Mastery, which is something that I say at the beginning of virtually every video, right? That's automatic. I don't have to think about it anymore. Well, you can have automation on top of automation on top of automation with traffic as well. And this is how to bring in hot, targeted leads. So what's a cold lead? A cold lead is no one knows you. They have no idea who you are. A single person out in your market has no idea who you are. They don't know anything about your offer. They don't know anything about your business. They know nothing. They are cold. And so if you reach out to them, or if you somehow go ding and get them to go pay attention for a second, they're still cold. They are not warmed up. There's no relationship whatsoever. They're not on the same wavelength as you. They probably don't know about your business. They just don't know anything about you. It's like you could be in Siberia. You could be at the North Pole, South Pole. You're nowhere near that particular person. That's cold. All right, then there's the hot lead. There's the hot lead. Why are they hot? Well, they're warmed up. You have a relationship with them. You've touched base with them multiple times. Even better, they've already bought something from you. They've already exchanged money, right? They've given you money and you've given them tremendous value. Software, access to a membership, maybe consulting, maybe services that you've provided. The key is that they're very, very warm. You could go to their home, you could go to where they live, you could see them on the street, face to face, you could see them at a conference, you could meet them at a restaurant and be like, hey, very friendly, very, very knowing, very one-to-one. You have a relationship. So you have cold all the way through warm, if not very, very hot, or there's a great relationship. And I think that if you're here right now, we at least do not have a cold relationship. It's possible. But even with the time that we've spent together in like the last 3 or 4 minutes, we've warmed up to each other. We have warmed up to each other. And that's a great thing. It gives us both an opportunity to interact, see eye to eye about things, and continue on together. So we're really looking for hot, targeted leads. Let me give you an example of targeted. So my mother has never, ever bought a product from me, except for something like from Boy Scouts or, something that I had to sell because of some club I was in at school. And then so she bought the popcorn or the wrapping paper. You know what I'm talking about. If you're a parent, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. But my mother in no way is a targeted buyer. She's just never bought anything from the Rhodes brothers as far as I know. So not a targeted buyer, but I have a great relationship with my mother. So she's a hot lead, but in no way is she a targeted lead. So we want targeted leads as well. Targeted means there's a great message to market match. So the message is, hey, what's this offer about? What's this product about? Does this solve the problem that I have? I'm in pain. Does the product take that pain away? Does it get me closer to heaven? Does it move me in the direction of feeling great? Does it change my emotions in a wonderful way? Does it give me a breakthrough? And so on and so on. So products are adding value to other people's lives by doing something for them, doing something with them. That is much more of a targeted buyer. So we want hot, targeted buyers. That's ultimately what we're trying to get to. Whatever it takes, right? When it comes to traffic. And in the very first session, in the first video, the one before this, we talked about knowing your why, because your energy is going to come through not just in terms of your advertisements or the emails that you send off. It's going to come through in the products you provide to others as well, the service that you're providing. The energy can and will be felt in the marketplace as a whole, but certainly at an individual one-to-one level. Now, bringing it all back to the beginning of this video, remember, automation is your friend. You want to be using automation whenever and wherever you can, but you can create automation out of thin air by simply documenting what it is that you're doing. Then you can look for holes in your process, things that take too long, things that you should outsource. Let's say you're wasting time on images, outsource that to someone on Fiverr, hire someone from Upwork, for example, and have them on staff and do graphics for you. Just an example. Maybe you're great with video, but terrible with video editing, and that's where all your time is burned up, and so on and so forth. So automation would be as simple as document what you're doing, bring the right people in at the right time, start thinking about what you should focus on that provides the highest value, and slough off the rest to technology. Great example as well is using AI. We use AI extensively, and even that can be automation. In some cases, it's just using AI. In other cases, we actually have AI build the process for us, then we follow the process. I've created checklist after checklist after checklist using AI. Hey, here's 20 things that are going on. It's all a mishmash. It's a mess. Please create a 10-point checklist that I can follow that gets everything done out of this entire mess that I have created. So that is a great way of taking some of your notes, some of your ideas, some of the concepts that you have, the mush that's in your brain, maybe stuff that's on your hard drive, and you're like, what do I do with this? I don't know. What do I do? What do I do? Throw it at AI and have AI automatically, almost magically, create processes and tools for you. Now, here's what's magic about that. Those exact same outputs, like a checklist, that's something that you can give to your audience as well. So let's say you're an author or you're a writer and you're trying to figure out the very best process for publishing a Kindle book. You're like, oh, I do this and I do that and I do this. And you throw it all and it's like a big mess. Well, throw it at AI and have it create the ultimate Kindle publication checklist. Then you can make that available through social media. And you can say, hey, look, I want to give this to you for free. Just opt in. Just opt in and I'll give you this free checklist on the ultimate guide for publishing a Kindle book, just like I do. Now that assumes that you're an author already and that you do kind of mishmash, put things together and you've streamlined it. Anyone who knows that you're an author, who's on your list, social media, can say, look, just download this process, download this checklist that I've created or that the team has created, that we've put together for you. Take a little screenshot, maybe make it a spy photo, maybe create a little cover for it, a little graphic. You could use different AI tools for that too. And anyhow, you put that out there and then people opt into your email list. And that will lead to more traffic. As I said at the beginning of the masterclass, this is in session number 1, Traffic always compounds. Traffic always gets better with automation done right. I just explained a very off the cuff, top of my head idea for if you're an author, here's a way of taking chaos, organizing it, putting it into the market, very quick, very easy, automation, putting it out there and growing your email list, which now is, guess what? Push button traffic. It's at least warm traffic. It's no longer cold because they opted into your email list. They know something about you. Boom. And they're targeted because you're an author. You're talking about being an author a certain way with a certain tool, the checklist. And so now you're also on their same wavelength as well. You resonate with those people who have downloaded that particular checklist. That's the power of automation done right. We do this left, right, and center inside the Rhodes Brothers business. And this is actually how you can bring in warm leads very, very quickly. And here's what's interesting is that that is tied to your why, to your passion. Go back to the first video and understand just how important it is to know your why and to either have passion as the energy, as the fuel, or money, which will bring the passion. Trust me on that. And in fact, you can usually do both, which is nearly magical. Now, I'm going to give you another little secret here is that most people just throw the spaghetti against the wall. They try everything. They don't know what they're doing, but they're not tracking anything. They're not really looking at the final results. Like they might do something on LinkedIn, then they might send out emails. Then they might do solo ads. Then they do something on X, Twitter, right? So they do this, they do that, they do this. It's just chaos. It's mess. It's a Tasmanian devil, woo, spinning around, going every which way. That's no good because there's no way to know what actually works unless you know what works. You don't know what works unless you know it works. So you can try a bunch of things, but you have to be on top of every channel if you're doing it all at once. Now, the other way of doing things is you focus on one particular traffic method over and over and over and over and over and over. That can get pretty stale and pretty dull. Plus, we know that if that traffic method starts working and then you just sort of depend on it and only it, you're absolutely setting yourself up for failure because if that traffic source dies off, your business dies because traffic is lifeblood. It is the source of success in your business beyond you, your personality, your products, and so forth. And sales letters, you need those things, kind of table stakes, right? You need to have traffic. Every single business needs traffic. So if you spread yourself too thin or you go all in on one thing, no good, no good. But you will find that traffic compounds. Traffic from here can go to here. Traffic from here can go to here. Traffic can meet in the middle. Traffic can also build on itself. Email to YouTube, YouTube to X, X back to email, X to Facebook, Facebook to LinkedIn. You can have these things cross over time, and they will combine. They'll combine and compound over time. But doing them all at once makes no sense. Doing just one traffic method and only one traffic method for months on end, that's probably a recipe for failure in the future as well because you're so invested, right? So you're totally uninvested or totally invested. You need to be doing a little bit of a few things at a minimum. And we do have information on that. We have techniques for doing that. We have processes for doing that. I do very much hope that you subscribe to the Rhodes Brothers channel because we're going to be talking about these things in this masterclass and on this channel as well. Going generic, not smart. Being specific, very smart. Drive it by your why, use your passion, go after the money at some point in time as well. That will grow your business and life will get better. Generic, no good. Super specific, no good. Chaos, no good. But you do want to try this, test that, get data, do this, test that, try it out. And you'll start to see that you have 2, 3 methods, 3 or 4 methods of getting traffic that just plain work. And that's what we're all about. This masterclass will help you do that. And you probably already have a few ideas of what's working and what's not. Okay, well, I'm going to save some other material for the other parts of the masterclass, the next sessions. This is John S. Rhodes of the Rhodes Brothers. Down in the description below, you'll find some free material, some secrets down there, potentially a real breakthrough. After you've done that, by all means, like this video if you would, and also subscribe to the channel. I don't want you to miss anything that we are putting out, especially the next masterclass. I'm John S. Rhodes of the Rhodes Brothers, and we'll see you in the next training. Thank you and take care.